Good products give you an answer on problems which are really present. And that's why we developed the rotational spinal cord protector. And the reason why I actually got on spinal cord injuries was my brother broke his spine like 12 years ago. And a good friend of mine who was a trauma surgeon, and he said, yeah, no back protector could have ever helped him. If you're a designer, you're only as good as how many ideations you could give. And in the beginning, we were just working intuitively. So we were working with a hypothesis that we had, and we just found out that there's a specific point that we can reach, and therefore the whole generative design process came in.
With typical design software, you jump straight to creating the design. With generative design, you spend a lot of time telling the system what your intent is. And then what it does is it effectively starts optimizing based on those parameters. Now, that was never possible before because we just simply didn't have the computational capacity to begin to explore that. But having something like Amazon Web Services, we've got enormous amounts of GPUs in the cloud, we actually have the facilities to start exploring sort of boundaries and new areas we could take this.
When we started talking to Adair Safety, they're designing something that traditionally would probably be pretty hard to conceive. You know, how can we better design this spinal protector that prevents rotation? But then also thinking about how do we solve that problem in the way that it fits the body and isn't too restrictive for their extreme sports athletes.
The whole Autodesk generative design process helps you to find the right solution because you can choose between weight and the usage of materials, and then you can really systematically start working inside and find the fitting solution for you.
Generative design is creating a kind of a new problem where we're having to actually evaluate hundreds of different options. So we need new tools to help us actually find and sort through all the design alternatives that are presented to the user. So we've trained a machine learning model using Amazon SageMaker to organize the data so the user can then get a really good bird's eye view of all the different types of things that came out of the computer's ideas. And so it's really an organization tool that we've created here.
Machine learning and deep learning is impacting nearly every area of designing and making things. There's literally not a corner of it that's not being touched by this technology now. And it's making technology more accessible to more people, which means we're going to have a world where more people can partake in designing and creating things.
I think as a design studio, to combine simulation, electronics, and industrial design is really new frontier in product development. And I think we're all committed and striving into the future of product design.